So what's this? Isn't easy. This is a giveaway, right? So this is the Segway. But few people know that the Segway power transmission was designed and developed by Kollmorgen. So we designed a specific motor capability to go into the Segway human transporter, and it was a really challenging application because this combined a couple of key elements that are not typical of all applications. Required very high torque and power density for the unit. It included a speed range of 10,000 to 1. So our single feedback device and our servo loops had to handle a range from slow crawl and smooth operation all the way up to 10,000 RPM in the unit. Highest level of efficiency, so we needed to cram as much torque and power into that motor as possible because we had a very small envelope to fit into. And then the 10,000 RPM max speed. You know, in electromagnetics, it's easy to get a lot of torque at low speeds, but it's hard to get it at low speed and high speed. And so that was a capability that we worked with on this. But the core element that made this so challenging is we had to do all of that at a very aggressive cost point. So this was a consumer device, right? And so we had to hit a specific cost point. One of the things that came out of that is a thing called hemispherical redundant winding. Sounds kind of fancy, but basically it's the fact that we can have this motor be two motors in one with a limp home mode, and you always have a redundancy in the drive or in the motor. So this was a technology that we developed in the Segway motors. The other part was multiple use of a single capability. So the overmolding technology that we developed for this motor had triple purpose. It had an electrical insulation purpose, a packaging density, making the motor smaller, and then a structural integrity as part of the bearing support for the motor. So multiple purposes driven into a single element. And the last thing was a new winding technology. And this new winding technology allowed us to get to slot fills in the motor to get a lot more torque out of the unit. That was then used in our standard rotary AKM series that you find on packaging machines. So once again, technology explored, harnessed, and then applied into the applications. In this case, on the vertical form fill and seal machine. Yeah. We do have a Segway motor up here. If you ever wondered how big this thing was, it's a small motor. And it's got the highest torque density and power density of anything that we make. And this technology then was used in the standard AKM series that we apply on packaging machines.